Welcome, podcast listeners. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. It is episode number 323 of the Fret Talk podcast. I am sounding rather hoarse this week. This is just a perpetual, cold flu season that has gone on for 2 months now. I assume this is how life is now.
This will be you till March, April next year.
Yeah, I'm reckoning until I'm in the ground now. This is me, just this phlegmy, gruff-sounding man. And of course, you can hear our co-host, Mr. Matt Quine. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm lucky because our office is about to close for at least 2 months, which means I won't be around people to pick up bugs, which will be wonderful.
Are you taking COVID seriously again?
No, not at all. Our office is getting a complete and utter refit, and rather than do it in sections, what they've done is, everybody, because of COVID, everyone can work from home now, so everybody leaves the office for 2 months, and what would normally take 4 months will hopefully take 2 months.
It makes sense.
I assume means it's going to take at least 4 months, because it was never going to take 4 months in the first place. It was going to take 6 probably, but yeah, we'll have a shut office, which means I've only got a week and a half of having to go and see people every day. And I pretty much pick up all of my cold and flus from colleagues who have children or whose partners are teachers, because that's where all illnesses come from, is the small people.
Yeah, they are little petri dishes, aren't they? Basically. Yeah. It's because they run around licking each other's faces and eating dirt. So
yeah.
That's where illness comes from.
And that's the teenagers.
Yeah. Absolutely. What a lovely place to insert a sponsored segment here. We have got, of course, sponsorship this week by Affordable, affordable.co.uk. Yeah, they are. Affordable bring you pedals from DemonFX, JSA Effects, Mosky, Joyo, and Caline at amazing prices. They are a UK company with all of their stock ready to ship in fantastic recyclable packaging. You need to check them out. If you are into budget pedals at all, which I would hope that you are, because that is pretty much half of this podcast's entire MO, you need to be visiting them at affordable.co.uk. Just better prices than Amazon and not putting money in the pocket of Jeff Bezos. That is a win-win. Defo.
Absolutely.
And yeah, he's been posting up some stuff this week. He's got some more of the DemonFX Nordvang, flying very close to the copyright sun. Yeah, I'd be interested because they do look really cool. They look really cool. And the Gravity on last week, just a really nice pedal. I think.
Yep.
Possibly the most clon sounding clon is that the Nordvang Gravity clone, the DemonFX Gravity, believe it or not. Because why change the name? Budget clones.
The original pedal stole it from the album.
Legit. And the pedals that are in that, the Clon isn't their pedal and the TS10 isn't their pedal. So, do we feel that bad for them? I don't know. But, the Clon circuit within that does the thing that clones actually do that people don't think that clones do. People who haven't played clones think that clones do. Because they are not bright all of the time. They're only bright if you push the treble control up. Otherwise, they're quite a dark sounding drive.
Okay.
And the Clon side with the germanium diode clipping is one of the most Clon sounding budget pedals that I've ever heard. So
nice.
I
don't think I've ever played anything that's a true Clon clone.
Yeah.
I've had a Soul Food, which is obviously as unclonny as a Clon clone gets. I've played the Tumnus, which again is a not clonny Clon clone.
Yeah.
And then some of the other boutique ones that our mate Steve has, I can't even remember it might be the Ryra.
Oh yeah. That's
And
supposed to be
again,
quite a.
but it's or certainly to me didn't sound like a clon. It sounded like a clean boost or a treble booster.
A lot of people
those
do
are the
those.
two settings that sounded good anyway.
Yeah.
Whether that's what a clon actually sounds like, whether a clon is really a clean boost or a treble booster, like those were the two settings that I liked on that Ryra, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah. It makes it sound like you're saying it wrong. Is the Ryra? Yeah, like because the clon has got the gain control on it is a dual gang pot, which basically, as the gain increases, so does the clean blend. So
okay,
yeah, where people usually sit it, you're not hearing much of those like unicorn piss germanium diodes actually working anyway. So you might as well just have a clean boost.
Yeah, that's how I remember that pedal sounding good. Anyway, like the gain was gain, but it wasn't any kind of gain that I would like. I can imagine it working really well as a pedal pushing something else, but I was using it to push a clean amp, and the gain was not the kind of gain that I would want pushing a clean amp.
Yeah, a lot of the cheaper clones sound a lot like a blues driver. Basically, they've got that same kind of like upper mid range push, and they're quite hard clipping circuit clones are. So it does that basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, the DemonFX Gravity has got all of the kind of softness that regular clones have if you're not cranking the gain, the treble control.
Yeah.
So I was impressed with that. I really was.
Cool.
We are considerably on topic for the fact that we are doing the Fret Talk podcast.
Well, it's because we talked about something that's interesting. So, we're not talking about the latest fucking reissue of a delay rack unit from the 80s.
I wonder what you could be talking about.
Something we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, it's something that we have decided, because both me and Matt don't really give too much of a shit about them. We would, because it's what is it, TC
2090p, 2290p, and it's all well and good. I'm sure people will obsess over it. And Lee confirmed this, but it reminded me of that stupid EVH pedal, the delay pedal that came out 4 months ago, whatever. That he really will love, and I couldn't give two flying shits about.
Yeah, and I think we're unfortunately we sat on that. What both me and you are sat on that side of the fence, and we need someone who's sat on the other side of the fence to kind of counterbalance the discussion for that one. So we are going to save that one for next week, where we're hopefully either going to have Josh or Lee, not both of them, because I feel that would be too much. But we'll have one of them to fight the corner of the TC. It's going to be great. TC makes some great stuff, but we're just not enthusiastic about it. So,
it's not aimed at us, is it? Really?
No. Delay, you just set as a subtle background wash, and that's it. And I think this has got too many knobs, and it's got an LCD display on it. It's not meant to just be subtle background wash, is it?
Yeah, it's certainly it's not going to be set up like I would set up a flashback, is it? And I don't know how to do delay if it's not something I can do on a flashback. And I mean a flashback X1, not a flashback X4. That's got far too many fucking knobs.
Yeah, I've got one of those, and I haven't plugged it in because it's scary. It's got too much control. Yeah, we go into guitar talk again. It feels strange. I don't know. I've not looked outside, but is it a full moon? Are we? Is there some kind of cycle that we've synced to here?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I think that might be a reflection of the bulb in the room on the window, but it looks like a full moon.
Yeah, it's a Halloween spectacular where we talk entirely about gear. Oh shit!
Oops.
Yeah. Right, I reckon we're gonna start off with some proper news where we're not skirting around news, and we'll do what we've been up to. We'll start off with shit news of the week.
Okay.
That's becoming a segment now, isn't it? What's the worst thing we've got this week?
I've only kept open 2 of the things, and one of them is the best piece of news of the year, so that's not shit news of the week. So, is it the BudgetPedalChap signature Boss Wazacraft pedal?
You see, I'm tossing up between that and the 3 UA pedals that are released.
Oh yeah, no, they're definitely worse than the BudgetPedalChap signature.
There you go then. It's decided. Right, so we've got 3 more in this series. I don't know what this series is called, but they're basically like individual patches from UA. So we've got the Brigade, which isn't a delay, which you'd think it would be. It's like a chorus and vibrato or something, I think. Let's have a look. It's that memorable.
Brigade Chorus UAD. Oh no, that's a plugin.
There we go. So we've got.
Can you tell I've done all this research up front?
So it is chorus and vibrato. The Brigade is, yeah.
Okay.
I suppose that makes sense because the Bucket Brigade can also be used to make chorus and vibrato sounds as well. We've got the Flow Vintage Tremolo and the Teletronics Model LA2A, which is a limiter compressor. Yeah. So more universal audio compact pedals are here.
Didn't they bring a compressor out that was based on the Caline 76 that was based on something else fairly recently?
Yeah, the 1176. Yeah, it was based on 2 1176s that you could slam into each other and get Jimmy Page's tone. Okay. This is a slightly... I think this was a slightly more like pristine compressor. Yeah, so Brigade... let's have a look. Brigade is chorus vibrato, emulates the classic CE one, very nice, based on the Bucket Brigade chip, basically. So you'll get very, very classic chorus tones. 2 modes, basically. You've got vibrato and you've got chorus. So I imagine they'll be the same circuit sound, but then one is with clean tone and then the other's without. It's all good.
Which is every vibrato pedal ever.
Yeah. We've got the vintage tremolo. The Flow vintage tremolo has got 3 flavors. Tube driven tremolo. So what have we got? We've got that didn't work at all. There we go. We've got Dharma 65 and square. So I'm assuming these
Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah. Yeah, maybe don't switch it onto that one.
Or is it the Dharma Initiative from Lost? Is it going to like ship you away to a far off island in the middle of the sea that is maybe in the past but not quite? Because I don't really understand how it ended in the end of the TV series.
What, the Lost TV series? It ended with you turning it off and going, "That's enough." This has got silly now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it should have ended, at least, anyway. That would have been really good if it just kind of panned out from a TV screen and then there's just someone just switching it off and just going,
nope.
Yeah, I'm not following this anymore. See you all later.
I'm not going to lie. Firing your head writer 2 seasons in when he's got like 8 seasons worth of planned TV is not the best idea.
Yeah, it's not a masterstroke, but at least it worked out for those guys. Oh no, it didn't. I mean, they did make some television after it, but it wasn't good, was it? It wasn't fucking good. So you've got the early Fender harmonic tremolo, later 65 style tremolo, and the square wave tremolo. It's vintage style tremolo, basically. It's fine. It's speed, depth, and volume, which volume is important when you're using tremolo because it does the bad thing, doesn't it? It takes your volume away. Yeah,
if the only time it comes back to unity is right at the peak and it's there for like a 50th of a second and then it's already coming down again, you start to get lost in a mix very quickly.
I'm glad that you understand that, because about 3 weeks ago, I was trying to explain this to Lee on the podcast, and he was not getting it. He eventually did, but
yeah, it was just like, surely it's obvious that if Unity is as loud as it goes, then it's only there for a fraction of a second, and for 90% of the time that the pedal is on, it's below Unity and therefore quiet.
yeah, like the perceived volume is lower. Like, because the aggregate of your ear, like your hearing, will be at, I don't know, say like between 70 and 80% of the time, depending on like the wave of the thing. Yeah. Oh, he weren't getting it at all. He was not fucking getting it. We got there eventually though, and this will be a nice reminder to him, just in case he forgets. LA2A is a tube-based peak limiter. So, yet again, based on old studio like compression and limiter. Thing is, this was famously used as a vocal compressor. It's got peak, gain, and mix. Mix is good. It's got compression and limit as well as your options. I'm pretty sure I've got a plugin based on this.
Or based on the same thing this is based on.
Yeah, the LA2A.
Yeah. Not going to lie, I'm not a compressor guy, so I don't have anything to say about this other than, oh, look, a green LED. Sorry.
No.
I won't make you laugh when you're drinking again. That's a bit mean.
It's fine. It's fine. I can't even remember what company makes the plugin, but I used that plugin for the vocal, because it said vocal compressor. I used it for the podcast for the first couple of years.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you liked how the original podcast voices sound, this might be the pedal for you.
You do have to take into consideration that back then, certainly I was using a £20 Bluetooth wireless headset plugged into an iPhone, and you were just recording the stream audio.
Yeah.
Back in the early days.
And I had my,
Logitech headset mic.
I did, yeah, for like a short while, and then for like a good time, I had that Behringer mic, but handheld. So yeah.
Oh yeah, with the tights over the end as well.
No, that was the next one. The other one had like the foam, like the big foam afro thing on it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I love that mic. It sucked when that started just crapping out. Yeah, these are $199. They're pedals. They're definitely pedals.
Yep.
I kind of like them, but they're very expensive for single effects, basically. But it's Universal Audio. Those guys, known for making very expensive things, which we will learn about.
They're also known for quality, though, aren't they? Or like studio grade effects, as opposed to some of the cheaper stuff. So we kind of can give them that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, if you save up to buy one of these, you will be getting the best of this that you can get. Like, especially that tremolo. I imagine that will be really good. If you're after like a really good solid tremolo sound, buy that. Put that in your signal chain somewhere, and you will be getting just a beautiful, pristine, vintage tube tremolo sound.
Can I offer you an alternative to that? A Vox AC15. Tremolo sound, and that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, it'll be
basically the price of an amp, though.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure I could probably get one for, I don't know, what, like under 200 quid. I could probably get one on the used market.
Oh, actually, I don't even think you can use a 15, because I think the 112-15s don't have tremolo and reverb. I think you need the 15 head or a 15 C2.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that for 200. I'd be absolutely robbing someone blind there.
Well, I just sold my 15 head for $450.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
So, and that was second hand.
Probably pushing that, getting a 15 combo as well, to be fair. But there we go. Right, Matt, what you been up to this week?
Are we not going to talk about the other UA pedal?
No, we'll do that one as a separate bit of news. Separate bit.
Okay. In that case, I've finally gigged the PT90.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, fucking absolutely loved. So we did a gig in a venue. We had a support band, which was so Lorcan was due to do School of Rock, which is a musical as well as the TV series. Sorry, not TV, the film.
Yeah.
And he met a load of young musicians. Then a COVID lockdown happened and they cancelled it, and it is happening again, but they're all too old to play those characters now because it's like 2.5, 3 years down the line. And obviously, if the character in the show is 10 and these kids are now 15 or 16, they look very different to what they looked like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So basically, he's kept in touch with the parents of these musicians, and they mentioned that like 5 of them had put together a band. So they supported us. They're all really good instrumentalists, but unfortunately, none of them wants to be a bassist. So every single fucking song, they all move instruments, which just caused a little bit of issues for a sound man, because some of them are really confident in playing some instruments and others of them are not so confident. So when you've set a guitar for one person's playing and they're playing quite heavy, and then someone who's barely strumming takes that same instrument, it mix issues.
Yeah.
But if they settle down into one lineup for the 5 of them, rather than I don't want to be a bassist and therefore we're all gonna take turns,
yeah,
they'll go far, because they're 3 of the 5 of them are better guitarists than I am.
Yes.
Easily. To be fair, there's one girl who just does vocals, and her singing is really good. I think they're 15 or 16 now, so like, yeah, really, really talented musicians. Like, one of the guys was probably the best drummer and the best bassist and the best guitarist in the band. Just, yeah, really, really talented musicians. And they supported us, and just, yeah, they sounded great. The thing I will say is, like, they clearly knew some songs better than others.
I mean, that'll come with time though, but that will, won't it?
But yeah, like, if they focused on learning everything, like they started with Even Flow by Pearl Jam.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Which, for a group of 15-year-olds, 2 of whom are girls, I wasn't expecting at all.
Yeah.
But they fucking smashed that. They did a couple of Foo Fighters songs. They did a couple of, like, they were doing Scorpion songs. They were doing
nice.
Like, they were doing, what else were they? Oh, they had some like Guns N' Roses in there. They just, like, all sorts of stuff that I wasn't expecting from 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, really good musicians. And if they just settle down into a lineup, they'd go far. But even if they don't, and they kind of move on and end up in other bands playing whatever their chosen instrument is, they'll all go far. I imagine at least the guy who, like I say, was probably the best drummer and the best guitarist there. I assume he's going to end up at music college somewhere, because if nobody's telling him to do that, somebody needs to tell him to do that, because yeah, he's just,
yeah,
he needs to end up, because he could quite happily either sit in a studio and play any of those instruments now, and he's 15 or 16. Like, if he gets a couple of years of school behind it, like high school, like the GCSE A level, and then goes to a college, yeah, he'll absolutely excel at that.
Yeah, fair play to the chap.
But yeah, so like, they were going through my Vox, so that's the first time that my Vox has been used since it's been plugged back in, like, since it's been repaired.
Nice.
Sounded great from out front. It's not often, in fact, it's the first time I've ever heard that. Not me standing right in front of it. So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, like, really good. I think the guitar that was going through that was a SG Epiphone SG Pro.
Oh, nice.
So it had the Pro buckers in it, and like, it sounded better than I thought it was gonna.
Yeah.
I never really liked the Pro buckers in my Explorer Pro.
Yeah. But
yeah, it sounded fine. And then obviously I finally got to crank everything up and use it myself. And yeah, it's home. That Vox AC15 for me is home.
Yeah.
With the greenbacks rather than the V30s that are in my 212 cab. It's just, that was my sound for so long, that it's just kind of, every time I finally get back to using that, it feels like that's where I should always have been, and I should never have moved away from it. And yeah, But the PT as well, just absolutely from second one. I surprisingly used the humbucker mode less than I thought I would, because the neck P90 is great, and the bridge tele pickup is just, oh, it's so good. Like, I'd forgotten how good a tele bridge pickup is at doing not just bridge single coil, but also doing rockier stuff than you would think, because obviously I'm used to a Strat single coil.
Yeah,
and
it's
they
got
are
a lot
two
of
very
bites.
different animals.
Yeah, but there's mid range to the tele singles, isn't there?
Yeah. But yeah, just absolutely loved every minute of it. Yeah, I'm just glad to be back playing with these guys, and also that PT just sounds absolutely phenomenal. I didn't put it down for the whole show. Like, I took the Les Paul as well.
Yeah.
And I put that in the case and I stored it behind my amp, and I was like, I'm going to play the PT unless I either break a string or something's not quite sounding right, and I'll pick the Les Paul up, and the Les Paul didn't get out of its case.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, just so happy with that PT. Just, it now does allow me to either have a 1 guitar gig, a 2 guitar gig, or a 3 guitar gig. If I need, like, what I'd love to be able to do is change guitar every song, and then I can do Les Paul for where it needs to be, Strat for where it needs to be, and the telly for like the 4 or 5 songs that I need a telly for.
Yeah.
But if I ever need to do a 1 guitar gig, the PT can more than cover it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does it well enough that you're not feeling it's lacking.
Yeah, the one place it might have lacked was in that humbucker mode, in which case I'd have broken the Les Paul out, but it's clear, and because you've got that telly bridge and a P90, you've kind of got a fat sound and a bitey sound in that humbucker itself, so that it's not getting as muddy as those kind of modes can get.
Shit, maybe I just need a 2 pickup guitar with a series parallel mode. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Maybe you'll have to get rid of one of those new HSS Strats and try that instead. Try a telly with a.
What do you mean? Get rid of? As well as. No, I don't have space. No, I can convert one of the tellies that I've got to be in a series parallel boy.
Do it. Absolutely do it. I've spoken about how that doesn't sound like it would work for years, and I was so fucking wrong.
Yeah. Oh, that thin line telly. Because I don't go for that
get
one.
A toggle on it, or a push pull pot, or
yeah, maybe I need to do that. Fuck. That'll be a project for another day anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk, because you've got another little bit of what you've been up to, but we'll sprinkle in the other UA as well, because why not? So Universal Audio have been busy boys this week. They have. I mean, this one is only just slightly less shit than the shit news of the week. It's the UA FX Lion, so it's within their amp sim range, because they've done a few now, haven't they?
Yeah, they had the Fender, and they had to be honest with you, some of them I didn't even know what they were based on. There was like 3 in the first one, then 2 more at some point, wasn't there?
So the ones that I've got here are the UA FX Dream 65, which is based on the
Flux 65 reverb or whatever it is.
Then we've got the Woodrow 55, which I'm assuming is Vox based.
I don't know. Who's Woodrow? What's Woodrow got? I don't know. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I'll find out for you. Let's have a look. Does it say? Well, it says, 12-inch speaker models, Celestian Blue. Stock Jensen P12R, and then Celestian Greenback. So it's gotta fucking be.
It's gotta be a Vox, surely.
It's gotta be. I don't know what the Woodrow's all about though. It's got. Yeah. Okay. So what are the controls on this one? Let's do a bit of detective work. My toggle zoom is fucking me over at the moment. Go back. So the Woodrow it's definitely Vox based, definitely. So we've got
instrument volume, mic volume, output. Yeah, this is a fucking Vox AC30 for like the original run where it had a mic input as well. Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, cool.
I'm sure of it.
And then the Ruby 63, what's that going to be based on? Is that's not Marshall, is it? Silver Bulldogs, Blue Bulldogs, Green Modern. It might be, I don't know. I just don't know. Have a look what we got. Volume, cut, output. No, that looks like it's that's Vox based.
So what's
the
know. Woodrow then?
I don't know.
Oh no, sorry. The Woodrow 55 gives you legendary American tweed tube amp sounds.
Okay.
From the Eagles to Chuck Berry, but I don't remember any Fenders having greenbacks
and blues
or Alnico blues in.
Mm.
So, or mic inputs. Like the old Tweed amps didn't have mic inputs, did they?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. But yeah, so we've got the new one is the Lion, which is based. I mean, this one is very, very clear. I mean, it says on it 68 super lead amp. So, the other ones
on a gold banner. On a gold banner. I'm really struggling. With that one.
Yeah. Look at the other ones. That obvious.
No.
55 instrument amplifier. No, they're not. That's why. They've been a little bit better with this one. Yeah. So we've got bass, lead, and brown models on here. And then you've got.
Oh, I wonder what they could be.
Yeah. So it's Celestian greenbacks, Marshall 100-watt greenbacks. So you've got like a 25-watt greenbacks and then a 30-watt, like 100 birch cab greenback. Like what do you call it? Speaker thing.
Cabinet.
That's the one. Cabinet. And then one with two 25-watt greenbacks, two JBLD 120Fs, and one 112 electro voice. What even the fuck is that? That's not even.
That's not even a thing. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And then, fuck is that? Amp, store, and alt toggle for.
Yeah, that'll be. I don't know. Look, setting. Look, presets.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a few things. 2 volumes as well. So I'm assuming you've got a bright and a normal channel.
Yeah, you've got the normal, the treble, and then it's also got an output one, which means you've got a master volume on there. Fantastic. So you can crank both channels and then actually control it so that you're not like running it like a Marshall where you're blowing up the room to get the best sound.
I mean, if it wanted to be authentic now. But yeah, they've made it quite useful. Oh, there you go. The alt switch gives you so if you look above the bass, middle, treble, you've got the room, presence, and boost as well.
Right. So, okay. Yeah. So it gives you an extra control on the bottom 3 controls.
Yeah. So these are gonna sound good. Our Jason over at PBOD had the Dream 65 and swore by it. So much so that like he tried the TC combo deluxe. Yeah, and like even though that's good, it was like it still doesn't stack up to the UA, which fair enough.
4 times the price or 3 times the price.
Yeah, like they are more, definitely more. They've got more options as well. So you've got the 3 different cab modes. You've got the 3 different model modes. So they are more involved. Don't get me wrong. They are quite expensive. There we go though. It definitely wins over the TC, and there's one reason for it. USB-C.
USB-C.
Yeah. USB-C. Yes. Yep. So
yeah.
What's it?
You can have it now.
Stereo in, stereo out as well, which the TC doesn't. It's mono in and dual mono out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these are €439, which equates to 388 in real money. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, again, it's your, like I say, studio grade or professional grade versions of the amp works, though, innit? Like, basically, they're both trying to do the same thing, just at a different price point.
Yeah, if you've got no money, you go for the Joyo. You go for like the Joyo British sound, which is a good sound. Don't get me wrong. I've used those. And your man Lorcan uses the American sound as a like a gigging thing, and sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it certainly sounds good. And like I say, the band before us, they had one of the guitarists using that, plugged their pedal board into that, and that straight into the desk. And I'm not going to lie, I couldn't tell that it wasn't a proper. This is not proper because it is proper, but it wasn't a more expensive unit, shall we say?
Yeah. Say what you want about it. It's like essentially like brand new. It's like 35 quid, I think.
35 quid, yeah.
So, yeah, it's pocket change, isn't it? That really feel like a pedal that you can plug directly in. You bump up to like the 150-ish range, I think, is for like the Ampworks series.
Yeah.
Which again, you get loads more features.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get like inbuilt channel switching, inbuilt boost, cab emulated or direct out.
Yeah, and you can the channel switcher is effectively like two snapshots, isn't there? That you can set up a snapshot and then have the pedals, the controls in a different place, and you'll have snapshot mode and pedal mode.
Yeah. So you can set the switch off so that it switches on off, or you can have it where it switches between the two channels and it remembers whether you've had the boost on as well and remembers all the settings. So you've basically got two presets there, which is fantastic, and they are slightly different voiced channels, which I didn't think it was, but the green one has like. It starts off with less gain, so you can get cleaner.
Right. Okay.
Within the sweep a bit earlier. I think you still get the same amount of control over it, but everything's moved across.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like the red channel is geared more for your gain settings, and the green channel's geared for
your clean sound or your crunch sound.
Yeah. So it's but then you move on to this next one. It's got the channel switching. It's got like the presets. It's got different voices. It's got the stereo in it,
and different cabs as well. And it's that next level, isn't it?
Yeah. So it does. It makes sense. It makes sense why this is now like just over twice the price of the TC. I mean, they're in the same realm, but they're not fighting for the same space, are they?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, UA, carry on, do what you're doing. Your pedals sound good, but I'm never going to play one. Not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Lee's messaging us going, no, please do that. No, he says, I'm glad to help and troll. Okay.
Yes. Oh, that's because, he told me about a load of people that use the thing, and I asked him who, and he was like, no, the who didn't use it. And I was like, yeah, but who asked? Who used this stupid fucking
See, we did mention it. We mentioned it, Lee. We mentioned it.
We mentioned that you're going to advocate for it because neither of us care.
Yeah. Next week you will. Right, do you want to finish up what you've been up to, and I'll do my other two with you.
The other bit that came up was in one of the smaller groups that we're part of. It's basically how we met. I guess we sort of met through the Guitar Nerds group, but like then there was a spin-off group, and now this is a spin-off of a spin-off. Like it's just like smaller groups of people who've been talking online for a long time. But our friend Steve, who you bought the
Tone X.
The Tone X off, and I've been down to play some of his gear and talked about it on the podcast a few times. And he mentioned that he's getting some Zilla cabs made, which means he's got two Jensen cabs that he's no longer going to be using, and basically said, "Did anybody want them?" And I remember listening to, I think he had a Friedman set up on one, and I'm not sure if it was a Morgan set up on the other or something else, but I remember hearing these cabs anyway, and they're just such a good quality cab. And one of them is a closed back baffled, which is effectively their way of trying to sound like a much bigger cab with a 112, and the other one is like an open back and more kind of articulate and clean. And I just mentioned that, yeah, I'd love to take them off his hands, like speaking about that with him. And he was saying, like, I'm going to unload them both. I'm going to take the creambacks that I've got and put them in this new thing. And he's like, what were you thinking about doing? And I was like, well, I'll probably have a creamback in one of them and probably a greenback in the other. And he went, oh, that sounds great. And we got chatting, and we were chatting for a good couple of hours. And we've both come to the conclusion that we both want a greenback in one and a creamback in one and a greenback in the other. And he was like, right, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll leave a greenback in one of the, a creamback in one of these then, and you'll just have to source a greenback to put in the other, and I'll do the same. And I was like, okay, well, I'll have to pay you for that. And like, we've come up with arrangements for that. But yeah, so I'm going to end up with two Jackson cabs, Jackson Ampworks cabs, which is not really a brand I'd heard that much of other than Steve talking about them, but these cabs just sound fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'll get these, and then I'll be able to run the SV20 into a creamback and a greenback at the same time, and that will just sound like, I'll then have the option of either the vintage 30s if I want it to be really kind of bright and kind of in that orange cab, or setting up a mini stack.
Yeah. Well, I can let you know now that a greenback and a vintage 30 paired sounds pretty fucking good.
Yeah, see, greenback and a creamback, I think, is good. Just yeah. I'm excited to hear it when I finally get them.
Yeah, like the tonal mixing and matching is just, yeah, they're fine.
Yeah,
and yeah, they're good cabs, and they're good speakers. I've come to terms with the Marshall Greenback. I spent a time not liking them, but I've come to terms with them. I think I've found where they sit, and I get why they're popular.
Well, we were talking about it, and Steve was like, "Have you considered getting the greenback?" I think it's called the H55. Like it's one that is designed to have a lower resonant frequency than the standard one. And he's like, "This is what I'm going to get," and sent me a link to it. And it's effective, like I say, basically the resolution of the speaker, the resonant frequency of the speaker itself is lower than the standard one. And he's like, it's what Koss put on it in all of his Marshall cabs. So he had the standard greenbacks ripped out and these 55Hs or whatever they're called. So they're the same price as a standard greenback. So maybe think about that, and I think I probably will. And like I said, basically what he was saying is the default resonant frequency of them is lower, so that when they're not being driven, they kind of just give you an even more raucous sound than a standard greenback would. And I love the idea of that, so I think I'll probably go with them.
And why not go for the Koss speaker?
Yeah, like, who am I to argue with that man's ear?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely got a tone, didn't he? He's Koss.
Yeah,
definitely. Right.
So yeah, that's all of what I've been up to now.
Yeah, we're gonna finish the podcast with our big bit of news. So we're gonna do the boss now. Boss is coming second place this week. Yeah,
the BudgetPedalChap was a craft signature pedal.
Yeah, I like it. It's so secret that I didn't even know it was happening. But I'm happy to accept this accolade. Boss was a BP1W, and it does sound like it's mine, but it's not. It's booster preamp, which is based on the CE1 preamp that's built into that, and the RE201 preamp.
Yeah.
But then also a secret third option as well.
Yeah, the no all tone option.
Yeah, the Natalie mode. Yeah, so it's basically it's a quote unquote make good or a pedal. Feel dirty for doing. It's the make good or a pedal. Yeah. Apparently, I'm looking at how much it is. It's 159 pedals on 159 pedals, 159 pounds on Toman at the moment. But we want to know what it is actually. So it's a preamp basically. It's very, very simple. You've got level and you've got gain. So like all of these like old units, you could get a secret sound out of them by like switching all of the effects off and just running the preamp to add like the colour of that preamp.
Yeah.
And they were quite nice sounding preamps. So you'd get this like secret sauce pedal tone. And it was almost worth running the units, even if you weren't running like the echo on the Space Echo or the chorus on the CE one.
Yeah, I mean the thing, like I know that obviously a lot of people had the Space Echo and the CE one back in the day, but like the Echoplex is the one that I remember people saying was the magic preamp, and somebody does that already, don't they? The Echoplex preamp.
Yeah, Dunlop do. Yeah, I think
that's been out for like 10 years, so it's a little bit behind the times with these sounds. But like, if they're really sought after sounds, then like obviously it's gonna. I mean, it's a Boss pedal; it'll sell well.
Yeah, it's a Boss pedal. It's a Wazacraft, and it's 150 quid basically. So, as much as I want to complain about it, I think they're spot on the money with this. So, yeah, it's one of those pedals that you'll add to your tone. You'll never turn off. You'll always just have it switched on, and it'll add that special little EQ, like a little bit of.
Well, you'll try all three modes. You'll go, that is the one, and then you'll never touch it again.
Yeah. Hopefully, the mode that you're trying is not the natural one, because that sounds like the most boring fucking mode. I mean, they've added it so that it can be used as a boost pedal, which, like, fair enough. It's used as a colouring tool, this, isn't it? It's
definitely like a leave it on all the time, because that was the whole point of getting CE ones, wasn't it? Like, you can use the chorus in it, but it's not great. But actually, if you don't turn it on, you still get the buffer or whatever it is, the preamp.
Yeah, and it's an interesting colour as well. It's like a little kind of matte, light grey kind of thing.
Yeah.
It like very, very much fit in with the cover, like the display covers of the CE1 and the Space Echo. It fits in with it.
You're just getting like mortifier.
It's every time, like no other time in the week does this dickhead tear up and down the street. But apparently, when we do a podcast, it's dickhead
every
time.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, like I say, like it is what it is. This pedal, isn't it? Like it's not not the most exciting thing in the world, but I'm sure it'll sound good. Like it'll be one of those pedals that you'd want to, like we said, put on, leave on, never touch again. And if you accidentally switch it off, you'll go, "But where's my sound gone?" Yeah.
It's what. Yeah, I do that with the Mojo. I know it's not a subtle thing. Like it adds grit to your tone, like adds a fair bit of grit. But when I switch that off and I go, why does my amp sound shit? Because like a lot of the time, I don't even bother setting the EQ on the amp. I just go like, it's fine. I'll just plug it in, switch it on. As long as I've got my compressor on and my Mojo, it's pretty much there. It doesn't matter what the amp's doing.
Yeah, you're kicking it and go, no, stop it. This instead.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I could run all of that just into the effects loop and I'd probably get the same result. But yeah, I understand it. I really do. Because that's my tone. That's the tone that I am used to, and it makes my soul happy. So this is that for someone. this is that for multiple people. And yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, boss. I'm cool with it. I shouldn't be because it's quite an expensive boost pedal.
Yeah,
I think I'm maturing in my older age. So I'm not having a go at boss. What's going on?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Is there something I can have a go at them for? The font is shit. I don't know. Who's Natalie?
Yeah, that's the bad point of this pedal. Who the fuck is Natalie?
Yeah, she's probably really nice.
Why does she get a mode? Does it sound like when you plug your guitar into her? And if so, where are you plugging it?
Oh no. Right, I think that's probably a place where I should talk about what I've been up to this week rather than what Natalie's been up to this week. I'm just checking on the time as well. We're well into the podcast. Who knew? Right, I'll be quick. Because last week I talked about the Jim's 800 video that was going to be dropping tomorrow. That dropped last week now. Yeah, it's good. I really enjoyed that video. It's doing quite well as well.
Yeah,
it does.
I enjoyed it as well.
Yeah,
I mean, like your pastiche on the more classic rock sound, or the 80s rock sound, shall we say?
Yeah, it was tough. I really had to dig in deep to get some of those more metally sounds.
I don't know how you don't play the riff for the one with the lightning sounds over the top. I don't know how you can not play the actual riff. It was all that was going in my head, and you weren't quite doing it. And I was going, "How could you?" If I was going to be that close to it,
it takes amazing restraint. I can tell you now, Matt. And I can tell you when I recorded the second guitar coming in to do the not Run to the Hills, 2 minutes to midnight pastiche.
Yeah.
The second guitar, I ended up playing 2 minutes to midnight. Because the second guitar does the stab chords, like there's the
yeah.
So there's those stab chords, and I did that about 3 times where I do the stab chords fine, but then go into 2 minutes to midnight rather than this wish version.
You go, oh fuck.
Yeah, and I had to stop it. Fuck.
Yeah.
So it happens. I can guarantee you it happens.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was the other one for me more than the 2 minutes where I could hear it, but the other one was how you weren't just playing Slayer. I don't know.
Yeah, I really had to work at because there's a little fill that comes between the chugging section. I worked out some, rather than it being like a standard minor thing, I worked it out to a slightly more Phrygian feel, like having a minor second in it. I think it was Phrygian dominant actually.
Channeling you in a Yingve.
Yeah. Well, because it sounded like kind of satanic and metally and shit.
Yeah.
But the amount of times that I did the first one, the one that I'd written for it, and then the second one was the real one. Oh fuck! And I was having to concentrate hard enough to keep in time with the chugging as well, because I'm not a young man anymore. I haven't practiced.
You're not in that chugging game.
I dipped out of that a long time ago. Ugh. But yeah, so this is the kind of thing behind the scenes that I do for you guys. I do enjoy it actually. I really enjoy pushing my guitar, playing to its limits. Because some of these things I get to rest on my laurels and just play dad rock, which that's my bread and butter. But then some things I need to really push it, and this was one of those. And I thought, no, I'm not going to cheap out and just play dad blues on it the entire time, because it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
It's not what it's used.
Yeah,
for.
Exactly. It doesn't just give the pedal any justice. So I thought I'm going to step up to the plate. I used the humbucker Strats a few times. I used the SG that's got P90s in it because Sabbath did. So why can't I? So yeah, there was a lot of other guitars that I don't usually use as well, which is really cool. But I like the thing that came out of it is that I really ended up liking the JCM 800 sound. Which,
the Jim's 800. It's not a JCM 800.
well,
No.
yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I really liked it. I didn't think I would because I thought Jim's 45 would be me.
Yeah.
The 800, not so much. But I really enjoyed it. So,
one thing I want to ask about that, and I don't know whether you're going to answer this because you asked the question in your video, but what does the C for the JCM stand for? Because I know it's not Jim Cunting Marshall, which is what I put in the comments.
I mean, it should be. Like the amount of eardrums that man fucked is Cunting is just perfect. Charles, I believe, is. Right,
okay.
It's not Jim either. It's James Charles Marshall.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There's
Jim
the answer
Charles.
to the
Jim, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like in Britain, James is Jim. Just
the
way it works.
Or sometimes weirdly John.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's never been explained to me, but sometimes it's John and sometimes it's Jim, and they're both the same apparently, but even though they're definitely different names.
You're both, those are standalone names. Yeah. All of those three names can work independently of each other, but apparently they're interchangeable. Who knew?
Yeah, that's Britain for you.
Yeah, we're a nation. We're definitely a nation. And I'll tell you what, I'll do both of what I've been up to so that we can have a big long run at this beautiful bit of news. I played the Lorcan. So I've had it for a few months, and it's stayed in a box. And like testament to Caline, I took it out of the box after it being dormant on a shelf for about, let's say, 3 months. Let's be generous to me and say 3 months.
Let's be kind and say 3 months.
Yeah, so it's probably more like 5. But the thing switched on. It had charge in it, and it was still at 50% charge. It was like, yeah, wicked getting. I managed to do all of the recording for the video on that 50% charge. Didn't have to plug it into a power supply once.
Wow.
So that's wicked. And I weren't kind on it. I was running it at quite hefty volumes, run all of the effects on it as well. So, like that in and of itself, hats off to it. I was expecting it to be a little bit Marshall MS2 because it's a portable amp, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if you're the same as me, but like your expectations for a portable amp are quite low. Yeah,
absolutely. Most definitely. I've had them in MS2.
Yeah,
and it sounds exactly like what you think a 1 watt 2-inch speaker should sound like, which is absolutely fucking dreadful.
Yeah, I mean it's a facsimile of a Marshall sound, isn't it? It will do in a pinch, but if you can do anything better, you go for that. This was not that. Like, I got some genuinely good tones out of this. The clean tone on it, like when you've not got any of the effects, it's just basically guitar into the speakers, like into the amplifier section, into the speakers.
Yeah.
So you've got like no tonal control over it, but they voiced it really well. It sounds quite good. I mean, it's still got a little bit of a boxy tone because it's basically two tone, like those 2-inch speaker Marshall speakers. It's like that, but you've got two of them kind of set aside from each other.
But it's still going to be flat as fuck. Like, there won't be any kind of shaping to them speakers, and they're tiny. Yeah.
So, like, considering that's what's pushing at the volume, it actually sounded pretty full-bodied. So I was very impressed with that. Cool. The delay on it is fucking fantastic. It's better than it has any right to be. Basically, like I had it set as like a reverb in the demo, but it did that like amazingly. It sounded so good. The gain on it, like I like the gain, but it's not a very versatile gain. It's like a really kind of mid-rich distortion kind of gain. And a lot of the time I was running the tone fully open so that I'd get a little bit more of that brightness through, because it was just like fully mid-rich. It didn't sound bad at all. It just not hugely versatile in terms of like drive tones. But as a unit, I could easily put that in a gig bag and go off on holiday and use that as like a little practice tool. It would work incredibly. I was impressed. I got to admit.
And doesn't it have power output, so you could like take a drive pedal rather than a distortion if you wanted a drive instead of a distortion?
It does. It definitely does. Yeah.
So
I demo that in the video as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Like, I was expecting you to say it sounds worse than an MS2 and it's hilarious and basically a child's toy.
Yeah. I mean, it does look like a child's toy. It's bright fucking orange. The base version is basically the same enclosure but black, which looks a lot more a lot less toy-like. I kind of like the fact that it's just balls to the wall, a little bit mental. It's a really strange product. It's basically so like all of those kind of like amp plug practice amp things are a much more convenient product. And like the Fly 3 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So those kind of products where it's all DSP and all digital, they do a thing, but it's not quite an organic thing. Whereas this does the same thing. It's heavier. It's cumbersome. It's heavier, but it still kind of does the same job.
Yeah,
but it feels more like a real thing. And like one of the cool things about it as well, the drive circuit clearly uses LED clipping in it because the plastic isn't so thick on the side of the box that when you turn the drive up on the distortion circuit, you can see when the
when the LEDs are working.
Yeah, when they're clipping internally, and it's amazing. Yeah, love it.
This thing just sounds incredible. Like I don't know what its market is. I don't know who the market for it is.
Yeah,
but it just sounds mental enough to be hilarious. That it just sounds ace.
Yeah, and considering I think they sell it for like 60 quid. Like you
I think I find it at 80, but yeah, it might be cheaper elsewhere.
Yeah, for like what is essentially like 2-ish budget pedals, you get in basically like two pedals worth of pedal and an amp. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So as long as I get the talking bits for my video shot, because I've got it all written out, I've scripted it all out. I just need to shoot that and like edit it all together. It should be hopefully releasing tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Tomorrow for the viewers, not tomorrow, Matt. Definitely won't be going tomorrow. So yeah, I had more fun than I thought I would with the Lorcan. So I
was expecting, like I say, I was expecting a cheap, nasty child's toy that, like, I'm actually surprised that you've said anything positive at all, but it actually all sounds pretty positive for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, look, you've got to set your sights on what the actual thing is. Yeah, it's not going to change the world.
50-watt valve amp.
It's not a 50-watt valve amp. It's not going to change the world. But it's actually great fun. And it, like, I played it, like I plugged into it before I started recording anything to kind of see like what I needed to shoot basically in terms of like the video, because I got an idea of like these are the features that I need to cover for it. But like what my wording for those features would be to kind of like to tell you how basically how it is. And it was like, I ended up playing it for about 30 minutes. Like shit, I was only supposed to be playing this for like 5 just to test it and see if it works and whatnot. And I ended up doing more than I should. I've probably got about 40 minutes worth of recorded footage for a video that's going to...
You'll need to chop down.
Yeah. And it will be. Like, I'll chop it down and, like, put some of the noodly nonsense as, like, ambient guitar stuff underneath the talking. But it's a testament to how much fun I was having with it. So, yeah, it is. We're going to wrap this podcast with one final bit of news, which is the biggie of this week. I think we predicted this about 3 years ago.
Yeah, maybe even more. Like this is what we thought the stomp was going to be, and I was excited for it then. So I've been excited for this piece of gear for minimum 3 years, probably since the Helix was announced. Realistically,
yeah. So yeah, like let's allude to it no longer. This is the HX1, which, to everyone who has seen it, is basically a spiritual successor to the M5, which is perpetually the gear of the year for the Fret Tool Podcast. It's unofficially, but it's the gear of the year for the Fret Tool Podcast. Yeah. It needs to have a Lifetime Achievement Award on this.
It absolutely does.
On this year's.
What we need to do, I think, is redo the Fret Talk Podcast logo to just have an M5 in the background. Like, have an M5 there and just put the Fret Talk logo over the top of it, slightly transparent, so you could just about see the M5.
Yeah, because it was one of the like bits of gear that brought us all together at those early days when it was one of those that were kind of doing the rounds, and for good reason. It was like when I got one, it was about £8, and it was but like a utility, like the utility pedal to end all utility pedals, really.
Yeah,
it could fit into a rig and basically take the role of any pedal that you'd put there. It did drives, it did modulation and time-based, and it even did fucking crazy stuff like ring modulators and octave effects as well, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I first used it as an octaver and backup to things, and then it became my delay pedal. In fact, it still is the delay pedal on my board.
Nice.
As in, I don't have a delay pedal on my board. I have an M5 that its standard setting is, I think, modulated delay or analog delay with mod, I think is what the patch is. And it's literally the default patch, and I'll just change the time on it.
Yeah,
and that's all I do. Like it sounds great, and then occasionally I'll make it a phaser because I need a phaser on 2 songs, and I can't be asked having a phaser on my board.
Yeah,
when I've got an M5 there, and I can just stand on both pedals, then stand on one of them, then stand on both of them again, and now it's a phaser instead of a delay pedal.
Yeah, I can understand it. So a lot of the delays were from like a legacy series, which will have been from the DL4, like the original DL4. Yeah. So it's all kind of that stuff, like pedals that have got that like heritage through it. You've also got the like basically all of those 4 units, like the DL4, the MD4. What was the other one? The filter 4, the F something 4.
Yeah, I'm no good with those. The DL4 I remember. Yeah, because it's green.
There was a big yellow one as well that did the drive modeler. Which, like all of these, had some great tones with them, and then it's basically all of that pushed into a pedal. Are they all winners? No, they're not. Like especially the drives.
Yeah,
like you're better off getting like even like a cheaper Joyo to do the tube screaming than you are getting the M5 to do it. But in a pinch, it could do it. The modulations, about 50% of them were like incredible. Like they did better than standalone pedals. Yeah. And the majority of the reverbs and delays were just better. Like, So
that's exactly how I would describe the M5. Yeah, just like I say, I've bought and sold delay pedals because the M5 does it better.
Indeed. It's like that Radiohead cover of the Carly Simon song. Yeah. So, look, our love letter to the M5, it's never going to go away. But Line 6 have basically brought it into the new millennia.
Yeah, and I'm so I don't own any Helix products, and I'm one of like the 5% of guitar obsessed people that don't at this point, because everybody's either got Helix Native or a Stomp or a Helix or an LT or an effect, HX Effects. Like, and the only reason I don't own any of them is because I've been holding out for this for the entire time.
Yeah.
And I am so excited to finally have the opportunity to hear those sounds and be able to play with them myself. And the fact that they've thought about how to make it easier to use than the M5, because my big criticism of the M5 is when you first go onto a patch, you have to all of the knobs, if you want to change the settings, you have to spin them all the way one way or the other to make it maximum or minimum, and then you've got the chance to dial. Because otherwise, if you've already got that knob at nearly all the way left, but the setting is on nearly all the way right, and you move it ever so slightly, you get a massive jump in the thing. And that was like the only kind of fiddly bit, because they were not fully just spinnable forever kind of knobs. Whereas this, they've thought about that. You can like move, even if you can control six or seven different settings. There's nearly 3 knobs on the front. You press a button to go left and right to change which are the parameters that you're changing, rather than having like a definitive everything has 6 controls. Which I'm excited about that. The fact that like you can still bank up and down, so you can save patches in there. You've got like new modes, stereo in and stereo out. Still, it's everything you'd want from an M5. Just it's not those legacy sounds anymore. It's the Helix sounds.
Well, you say that. The legacy sounds are still there.
Yes, so, but you also have the Helix sounds as well.
Yeah. So you look, the legacy sounds sound better because they're through a higher fidelity processing unit.
Yeah.
Like higher quality audio, digital audio converters as well. So look, just by the sheer technological advances, it will be a better product just based on that. So if you had the M5 and you really loved some of the patches within that, like you've still got that. Then you've got the Helix patches as well, which there's a few. Don't get me wrong. Like the reverbs, I think there's about like a handful. The mod delays, I think there's quite a few more. But the modulation, my gosh, there's pages and pages and pages of those.
Yeah.
So there's tons and tons of stuff. I assume it's probably going to have some of the drives in as well. It's not going to have the amp modeling because that's what the Stomp's for.
Yeah, if you want that, get the Stomp. That's what's brought the price away from the price of the Stomp. I think the Stomp is now like 600 quid, is it nearly? 575, something like that?
The Stomp's gone up. Yeah, and like the HX Effects, which is basically like the big brother to this.
Yeah, is it 8 button or 6? I think it's 8 button, isn't it? The HX Effects.
Yeah, I think it's you get 6 patches and then you've got like a bank up and down. That, which was once I think about 350, is now basically like 500 and some big chunk of change. I've got the price actually, didn't it? 529. So that's quite a chunk of change. Everything's gone up basically. The HX1 is £828 currently on Toman.
282. Not 828. Jesus fucking Christ. It's more expensive than LT.
Yeah, sorry, 282. My bad.
Yeah, and like I was chatting to Andy Bimpson about this, the Patreon subscriber that we all know and love, that berates us all in the in the Fret Talk podcast group.
Not only Patreon subscriber, but MIDI mad pedal scientist.
Oh, yes. And I still haven't finished that video, but I definitely want to have a look because it looks mental what he's doing with his board now.
Yeah, I mean,
but
yeah, he's simplified. Like he's basically got a bunch of pedals from different manufacturers and different walks of life that shouldn't ever talk to each other. Like switchable, like patch switchable on an iPad, and it's fucking insane.
Yeah, no, hats off to him. But yeah, I was chatting to him about this, and he was like, why wouldn't you just go for either a TC Plethora X3, or if they ever maybe make an X1, maybe wait for that because it's basically the same, or you could get a HX Effects. And my issue with the HX Effects is it takes up 90% of the board, whereas this takes up 2 boss pedal size or 1.5 boss pedal sized spaces on your board, and that's the kind of selling point to me. And like thinking about it, like I'm gonna be redoing my board in the new year because I will have a new board from Marcus. And I can honestly see my top rail being a Plethora X3, this, and my OC2, and maybe the CE, the Analog Man Chorus.
Yeah.
And I'd have everything that I could ever need for modulation, reverb, pitch shift. And this will be my tuner, because my M5 is my tuner at the moment, because I've never bought a tuner, or never bought a real tuner.
Yeah.
And like, I can see if I had delay and reverb and something else from TC on the left-hand side of my board, this can kind of be anything that needs to be a bit more focused, whether it is that phaser, whether it is a more, like if I want a delay or a reverb standard sound from a Hoff or a flashback, and then this can be my weird delay sound for, like, if I've got to do proper delay as opposed to delay that I just set up as reverb because that's the best way delay sounds.
Yeah.
Like I can do that. There's an extra bank in that X3 for me to add something else from TC in there as well. But this is where I think we're now at the point for digital processed pedals that we're not at, where I don't think we're there for amps yet. And like, I think we'll get there with amps, and I think maybe the next generation of these kind of processors for amps might be my in point there. But like, I don't feel like we're in there, but I think this is basically a replacement for anything that's not a drive pedal. Like, I'm sure the drive sounds are fine because they're fine enough in the HX, but they're still not as good as individual units of drive to my ear anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so excited about this because I've just been wanting it for so long. And like I say, you've got that legacy at a better quality, but you've also then got access to all the other stuff from the Helix, the stuff that I'm excited about from the Helix. That, like, I'm not fussed about the amp stuff because I'm not there. The interface is simple on this, whereas I don't have to worry about fucking moving things about in chains and working out how to put 4 different pedals on at the same time in a patch and any of that nonsense that I can't be arsed doing on a fucking LCD screen. Yeah. And if I want to do all this nonsense on my computer, it's got a USB-C on it, so I can plug it into my computer without having to fucking dig out that pedal, that fucking tiny little patch cable that came with it in its box.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it has got like a tone editor on the computer. So if you can't be asked with like trying to menu surf on 3 buttons and 2 switches and whatever, then you've got the option of doing it all on the computer, I assume.
Yeah.
Which is all good. We haven't mentioned the Flux because I don't know why we haven't. Mainly because we've been gushing over this already. So the right hand pedal is a tap tempo, as was on the M5. But now they've got this Flux control, which basically, I think you described it as giving you like two presets on a parameter that you can switch between, and you can alter the time it takes to switch between the two as well.
Yeah, so you can set it as instant, or you can set it for any time period up to, I think it's 7 seconds.
Yeah.
So you can either have it basically, I've got a chorus pedal and here is my subtle chorus and here is my 80s chorus, or you can set it on like the thing that I saw. I was watching some videos on it. The guy in the Sweetwater video did an octave down, and he basically set it as 1 octave down and then 1 octave up, and hit the button, and it took 4 seconds to do from a sound that is 1 octave below your sound up to 1 octave above. And then in another video, one guy set it up as a rotary speaker sim, effectively like a Leslie, and he's like, you can make it sound like a Leslie turning on, so you can turn it on, then hit this pedal, and the rotary will spin up to speed as you start playing, which I just think is a brilliant idea.
Yeah. So, like, already there's some really interesting demos being used to display what that flux control, what the flux control. I mean, if we were naming the pedal, it would be called the flux control. The flux control can do. They're only scratching the surface at the moment. It only takes to get in the hands of someone who's really, really creative for this to then start making some crazy fuck sounds.
Yeah,
and like that's the possibility. So you could have your plethora as your sensible down the line. These are the sounds that make the sounds that I want the sounds to be. And then this is your wild card. I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah. And like it's so if you don't particularly want to use that function, there's an expression in anyway. So you've still got that option. So if you don't want to set a wah sound up in it and use that to do the wah up and down, you can just plug an expression pedal in and make it a wah pedal.
Yeah. But then, like, because it's multifunctional, you could have a wah pedal on the one patch, but then you could have a phase that you bank up and down the rate with a foot pedal or whatever. So there's a lot of choice, isn't there? Really.
Yeah, and I know people will be saying, "Oh, you can do all of this thing with this pedal or this pedal or this pedal or this pedal," and that's fine. But this has so many options in it that there's nothing that does this amount of well put together sounds, because as much as I like the idea of a plethora, you're not getting any good drive sounds in that, because TC don't make any good drive pedals. I don't think there are any drive sounds in it, but yeah, I just said that to annoy you. But I don't think there are any drive sounds in the plethora.
No, I don't think there are.
Because those pedals, although they're in that housing, they're not in that range.
Yeah, it's not a tone print thing, is it? Yeah.
This will do some of those sounds. And like I've heard drive sounds in the HX, and they do sound like the HX some, and they do sound good.
Yeah.
And like it gives you that kind of option. And there's just it's, for me, they're behind the times with this one, but I know why they've waited so long. It's because the other products were selling really well. So why bother? And maybe there's the sales of, well, it's not the Stomp because that's fucking out of stock everywhere and now twice the price that it used to be. But something might have gone down and they've gone, oh, finally, okay, it's time to release the HX1. And I'm sure the likes of Andy Bimpson will be going, you just dickhead.
I mean, there's argument for it. Like, it's the plethora does 80% of what this does, and you get more effects on at once. Yeah. So, like, there's argument for it, but there's a soft spot in our hearts for the M5 as well, and this is basically like the.
Yeah, this is an M5. It's a new M5.
Yeah.
And I've wanted that ever since I bought an M5 because I love the M5.
Yeah.
So what this will do is this will replace the M5, and then I'll put the M5 in the box that I take with all my cables in case anything goes wrong, and I can bring the M5 back.
Yeah, that's it. The M5 and the HX1 together. The ultimate rig. I mean, you could do that. To be fair, you could have the HX1 running a drive. You could have the M5 running whatever else, like a reverb or a delay or a phaser.
Yeah,
and then you could have that as your entire rig, and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be beautiful. But yes, it's what we wanted. And it looks a lot like all of the Photoshops that people did like 4 years ago.
It absolutely does. Like, I don't think anybody quite got the controls on the front exactly how it's laid out, but like in terms of like housing, it just look it's
exactly the fucking spitting image, isn't it? But yeah, well done, Line 6. You've brought out the thing that people really want. Yeah.
And when we say people, we mean us.
Yeah. Absolutely. And if you want to send one through for demo, I will demo the shit out of it. Look, I don't even care what I've got in my catalogue of things to do. I'll put all of those aside and I'll demo the shit out of this. Just, yeah. I'm not going to ask for a fee. I'll send it back to you if you want me to, but I just want to hold it. I just want to touch it and hold it and love it.
Caress it.
Yeah. I don't even think I want to play it. I just want to just hold it. Fuck.
I mean, it's my gear of the year. I'm sorry, my guitar stuff with the Annum.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be hard not to, wouldn't it? It'd be hard not to.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get arguments from the other pair about how it should be a £500 delay pedal based on a fucking rack unit that nobody's ever seen in their life before, that one guy once used in a fucking song.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue, isn't it? I don't know what else has been bought.
This will do a version of that as good as it. I've decided.
It probably will. Look, if you A/B it against
everything else,
right. I think that's as good a place as any to end this podcast for the week, isn't it? Oh, we've gone over a little bit this week. That we did. Holy shit. Right. Yeah, what do we do at the end of these podcasts? I'll tell you what I do. I extend a thank you to our listeners who are amazing. You're the coolest people. You made it this far. High five. There you go. I'm going to extend a massive thank you to affordable.co.uk, who very kindly sponsor this podcast, and they sponsor my YouTube content as well. Woo. So let's talk about where you find that. You find me at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Threads /BudgetPedalChap. YouTube is the home to the No Talk All Tone series, which this week features the Jim's 800, because I thought I'd double up. Why not? Yeah, it's a cool pedal. Check it out. Matt, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Threads at heel_MattQ. Twitter's now called X, but it's still Twitter. Haven't you forgotten something?
Have I?
Have you done the patron shout out?
I was gonna do that after.
But that's not how it works. We normally do this and then we say bye.
Yeah, we do. Okay, page backers $2 a month. You could be these people. Is Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chef Dode Effects, Mr. Andrew Brimson of just crazy mad MIDI scientist levels of craziness within the Fret Talk group, but also the Rising of the Lights. We've got the trifecta of Erector. We've got Huge Erection. We've got Mike Oxlong, and we've got McGarry Goldencock. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foot, and we've got Mr. Jason Wharton of Pedalboards of Doom and his own YouTube channel. Awesome.
It's thrown me you doing that after our Instagrams. Yeah, I don't like change.
No, I must be really tired. We've got a Patreon episode to record after this where we're going to be talking about Jason Mimosa.
Oh, cool. I like Mimosa.
Yeah.
Samosas. Jason Samosas,
yeah. Yeah, so from myself, Mr. Budget Pedalchap. It feels weird. I don't usually end after talking about it. But I suppose we best. So from myself, Mr. Budget Pedalchap. From Mr. Matt Caline, say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Woo! It will be a tatty pie, and it will be a good night for this week. Not a bit.
Bye. I bought a Jack Russell from a blacksmith the other day. As soon as I got home, it made a bolt for the door.
Yes. Oh, I love it.